One question that I get asked a lot in the DMs and emails is whether or not a diecast company can make a miniature version of my car. Now, although this is not impossible, in this video, I'm going to explain some of the reasoning behind this question and what some of the things are that you can do to maybe possibly get a mini version of your car starting right now. With so many diecast companies making different makes, models, and things like this, why is it that these brands don't make a model car that looks like mine? Well, sometimes these diecast brands are going to go after the more popular, bigger release makes and models. So unfortunately, if you've got a car like a Nissan Leaf, let's say, they may not have a diecast of that car made. Although it is your favorite car and that's the reason why you own it. But wouldn't it be awesome to have a miniature version of your car? Let's ask yourself this question. These diecast companies create thousands of casts for these cars, sometimes 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, even more. So unfortunately, it is not going to make sense for these diecast companies to turn on all their machines and make this type of quantity for your make and model. They have to analyze the demand for that type of product. Is it going to be worth the investment? Because you have to make a minimum run. They're not going to turn on their equipment to just make 5 or 10 pieces of it. Oftentimes, I tell my customers, look, here's the best thing you can do. Let's say you own something like a Lexus GS 300. And maybe it's blue. Well, Hobby Japan has a mini version of that, but you've got aftermarket wheels on it and things like this. This is a perfect opportunity to be able to use this as a foundation to be able to build a custom version of your car. Now, there's people on Instagram and on the internet that can do this customization for you, or you can try to attempt it yourself. They make aftermarket wheels, create body kits, and you can almost create a perfect replica. Now, the other option is you can get a plastic model kit. Those are the 1/24th scale model kits. These model kits serve as perfect base bodies to be able to build it any way you want. Because these days with 3D printing and being able to print out exactly what you want in terms of the types of wheels you may have, or maybe the front bumper, you can make things happen in a cinch. Although it's not impossible to be able to get a miniature version of your car, when it comes to the bigger diecast brands such as Inno64 and Carmack, it's not going to make sense. However, the time it does make sense is when you are someone that maybe is viral or a big YouTube star or someone that's just within the community that everybody knows. Then this is often case a great opportunity for you to make a diecast. Think of it as making merch for product. They have t-shirts, mugs, things like that. So if you're a car guy and you're famous, then you can get a miniature version of that made. You could justify the cost because you have a big fan base. You can definitely get rid of all the casts that get made. Question of the day. What did you think about this assessment for getting a miniature version of your car? Have you gotten a miniature version of your car before, and how did you go about doing that? Let us know down in the comment section below so we can all talk about it. And if you enjoyed this video, you can check out some other videos I've got in the next slide. I will see you in that video or my next video.
Doesn't matter what comes, fresh goes better.